Lilo here, and I'm at Alcatraz 2022 edition. This is Headbangers Lifestyle. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm having here Giant, and he is a screamer, grunter, singer from the band Bloodywood, and they're from New Delhi?
Yes,
India.
New Delhi,
Yeah, India. So welcome, first of all.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, it's bloody hot outside.
Yes, like I told our driver as well, if the Indian says it's hot, it's hot.
It's hot, yes,
Yeah.
yes indeed. So you had your show
Yep.
early today, before lunchtime,
Yes.
and it was pretty packed.
Yep.
Your first reaction, how was the experience here for you?
We weren't expecting a lot of people because I mean it's really hot outside, and then we come backstage again like after setting up, after getting up, and then I see it's a whole bunch of people, and I'm like, it must be more than 10,000 people. And then later on, someone told us that it's as much as the last band that played yesterday, right now, and I was like, damn, that's a lot of people
Yeah.
for this weather.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand at night, but I cannot understand. I cannot process because I wouldn't do it personally because I hate the heat, even though I'm from India. So I would look for shade immediately, but people doing that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people were totally into your show, into
Yeah.
your music. They were, shouting, singing, and really going wild actually. So, well, how was that for you? Because
It's always amazing to see people jump, but even amazing when people sing the parts that are not in their language.
yeah,
It always it's heartwarming for us because we wrote it because we speak that language. We're trying to emote some things. Them singing that back to us makes us feel like that they're understanding that emotion, and that's perfect because that's what we were trying to do from the beginning.
yeah, and the music that you make is like extreme metal, we can call it, but with hip hop in it.
Yep.
And there's your native influences from your own
Yep.
country. So it's quite a special mix, I guess. There's not really a band like you at the moment, as far as I know. So do you
I mean,
feel?
as far as I know as well, but
It's kind of a refreshment, I think, in the metal scene. What do you think?
we did whatever came naturally because it's the music that we're making right now. It's a result of a whole bunch of experimentation. Since the beginning, we try to introduce some more elements, a little bit hip hop, a little bit more heavier metal than usual. So, and then introducing Indian folk elements with dhol and all the percussive instruments and the wind instruments. So it's a whole bunch of experiments, and now we're at this point where we know that there's this sound that people are also liking. Plus, it comes naturally after a point when you've worked hard on the sound itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can just call it a refreshment or whatever, but I'd certainly say that it's a result of a lot hard work, and people accepting it and loving it so much. It's absolutely very amazing feeling.
Yeah. And why do you think that people are really into this kind of style right now? Lyrics, but also the music, certain energy. What do you think?
My take, we've been asked this a lot of times, the same question, and we do not have a definite answer for it. But what I think is, because we write about the things that we have either seen personally or someone we know has faced them, so we write about these things, and I think just it resonates with the people.
Yeah.
That's the best answer I've got for this because I
Yeah.
have no clue.
Yeah, lyrics are also kind of like about politics, about
Yeah.
social aspects, so people can really recognize
Yep,
themselves
absolutely.
probably
With
in it.
what's going in the world throughout, it's very common.
Yeah.
So it's not just for India or just for USA or for Europe or any other, but it's for all of it. Because the world sort of is on fire right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why, I think that also speaks to a lot of people, because we can write something totally that we take examples from India, for example, but somebody would message us from Canada or from the United States that, oh, this song would be so, it'll fit perfectly on this XYZ thing. So, it's absolutely speaking to people all around the globe, and that's what we are also focusing on,
Yeah.
to talk about the whole world as a whole. Because, just taking out your countries,
Yeah,
I think
this doesn't work.
it's
no.
not enough, I think.
Yeah. So it's very important to talk about certain topics for you, I
Yeah.
guess, and not like only rock and roll.
Yeah.
How, like. So it's really something that you Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Making
Warmth.
music with a message has always been a part of our, like I just said, like the whole world is on fire at this point, and it's not. I mean, what are you gonna do by saving just your home? You'll have to save the whole world in order to survive.
Yeah.
And speaking like music with messages, music is the best way to communicate. I think.
Yeah.
I feel it's better than visual. Also, it's a controversial opinion, but at the end of the day, music I feel is the best way to communicate with people and come together with a community of like-minded people as well, like-minded individuals that come together and work for a change. I think so. It's the best way we can, I think, communicate with everyone.
Yeah.
And that's why having a message in the music is really important for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you started out like a kind of an internet sensation, as I believe, with
Yeah.
videos from covers, and then you switched to being a real live band, and you have been welcomed with open arms right away
Yeah.
in the world since you started, I think, touring like 2019, I think.
Yes,
about that. So
2019,
it's
yes.
really not that far in the history. So yeah, people welcomed you with open arms. Did you see that coming?
I mean, I obviously didn't see that coming because doing the covers and whatnot we did was to gather an audience so we can have enough eyeballs when we drop our originals. That was the plan all along. That's what we did. But when we we were going live for 2019, everyone that we talked to, they're like, oh, don't expect more than 20 people at your shows. You know, just be very careful with money because you're going to spend a lot and not going to earn a whole bunch of demoralizing stuff that we heard. And then we had the tickets number and I was like, oh, they're sold out. And that's way more than that they said.
Yeah.
It's not a 20 people room. It's like a 300 or 500 people room. They're done. They're sold out.
Yeah.
So the 2-3 shows that we didn't claim that were sold out were the festivals that were Wakan and Dong Open Air. Apart from that, all our club shows were. So I mean, getting that much love was, I won't say, it was shocking, but in a good manner. That we weren't expecting this, but it's happening. And the same thing happened, people jumping, dancing, singing our lyrics.
Yeah.
So that is something, I think, that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
But when it happened, I was like, yeah, we need more of that.
Yeah. and
That's a drug you can't buy.
No, and touring is obviously very important for you guys. You're going to keep on continuing that?
Yes, we're coming back in Europe for a longer run, a headline tour for 2023, March. It was supposed to happen 2022 March, but
Yeah,
COVID happened and that's why we couldn't do that.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID has been stopping us since 2020.
Yeah. And earlier this year, your album came out.
Yes, on Feb 18th we released it digitally, and
Yeah.
then on May 18th the physicals rolled out. Yeah.
And it's called, if I pronounce it good, Rakshak?
Yes, Rakshak.
Yeah, Rakshak. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Hindi word for protector.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And for people who doesn't know the band yet, what are you offering the listener on this album? What can they expect? on the
Good
album?
metal. That's what
Good
I'll say.
metal, yes.
Good metal. I won't brag too much, but it's certainly going to be interesting for a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So a must buy, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, please.
Yeah.
It's actually already sold out in the European store, so I mean, a little bit wait, but it's going to be worth it.
Right. So Bloodywood is kind of a do-it-yourself band, I think.
Yes.
I believe, and you also do charity, kind of.
Yes,
kind
as
of
much
stuff
as we
with you.
can.
Yeah, as much as you can.
Yep.
So what are the values? What is your belief as a band at doing all those things?
So being a do-it-yourself band, it's because it started off because there was no money. We had no money to put in the band.
Yes.
So the only option was to do it yourself. So Karan, who's the producer of the band as well, who plays guitar, he learned a whole bunch of things from YouTube, and then me, Raul would just go anywhere, shoot it, and then eventually we had to get a cinematographer as well because we couldn't shoot like all three of us in one frame because one guy was always shooting out of the three. But that happened out of necessity, and the charity also sort of happened out of necessity because there's one thing that you can write music about something, but there's also that there has to be something has to be done a little bit, whatever you can. So we started this with our song G Veere, which is about mental illness, and we had I think some 60,000 Indian rupees with us in the band bank account, and Karan came up with the idea. He's like, you know what, we're gonna buy counseling sessions and then give it to the people for free.
Yeah.
And we all agreed on it immediately. So 60,000 bought us 60 sessions. We gave it out for free. There was just this code Bloodywood they'll use, and Hope.org is the NGO that we worked with, who basically gave people counseling session in exchange. And a really good thing happened from that is a lot of people started donating to that charity site that we want to keep this going on. So initially it was supposed to be just 60 sessions, but it rolled down to a whole many months. Like even that organization was like, yo, people are still using that code. And the weird thing is it's already paid. So people kept paying it forward, and it happened, it did go on. I think we released that song in July, it kept going on till December or January next year, but it kept going on.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So that's the snowball effect that we experienced. So these charities or do-it-yourself, these things came out of necessity, but now they've become a part of us.
Yeah. So
now we've become control freaks. We're like, no, we'll do it ourselves. Yes. No, we're not, but it's just.
Yeah, but it's good, and you will continue doing things like
that.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, as much as we can from our end, we'll keep doing that.
Yeah. So what keeps you humble and sane during a tour?
I mean, this has been the dream. We're living our dream. How can someone not be humble or sane? I mean, This is the best thing. I don't know if you guys know, but we played a show yesterday at Southampton, UK. First of all, we had to prepone the show by 1 hour. We ended the set, packed everything, got in the bus. We reached here in the morning around, I think, like 7 or something. And everyone was sleeping, obviously, in the bus.
Yeah.
So when we woke up, we only had time to set up everything on stage, come back, dress up, go back and play. So we slept around 4 to 5 hours, everyone. We were exhausted. But as soon as we got on stage, we started the performance. It was watched, and this is literally what we've been working on for throughout. And we'll keep working also, like to make it bigger and better. But how would someone not be sane or humble after you get this and the amount of love we got?
Yeah.
People are jumping in this heat. I cannot get over that. I have said that continuously in every festival because I see that and it just blows my mind every time.
Yeah.
Maybe because that's something I wouldn't do. Even if I love the band, I'll be like, oh no, I'll die.
So you're not a crowd surfer or jumper?
No, I'm just fat. I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course. But now I'm totally out of my element here. I lost it. You threw me off my card.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. So, I had one thing that I really wanted. Yes, of course. Because, you started out. And of course there were bumps on the road, difficult times. What kept you going, you guys? Kept on moving forward and not give up?
I mean, it's the love for the art and the fact that we keep seeing every time. We put out a song, the amount of messages that we used to get from people, how our music resonated with them, how it helped them. It was just in a good way too much that we had a sense of responsibility that people are giving us so much love and support, like joining our Patreon, and if somebody cannot do anything, they'll literally message us, hey, I want to do something for you guys, just tell me what to do. And this sheer amount of support keeps us moving. So after 2019, we were supposed to go on a bigger tour for Europe, this tour including, plus US, and all of that was there, and COVID destroyed all our plans. That's when we went on to make the album.
Yeah.
But we have been pushing ourselves for moments like these.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a drug you cannot buy. We also love being appreciated, but we also love seeing our work helping someone else.
Yeah, of course. So
if somebody, like Metal Dad did that for me. So I mean, I want to give it back.
Yeah.
And I am pretty sure everyone in the band feels the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even, this is a unique question for me. I'm just speaking out of my mind, but
you're doing great.
but I can guarantee you this is the exact answer you get from everyone, because it's the amount of support and love we've gotten. It really helps us and it keeps us moving no matter what.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you want to say to the fans out there, to the metal community who haven't seen you yet?
Yep.
Just take it.
To the fans out there, hope we're making you proud, and we'll keep working to make you proud. The people who haven't heard us, hear us. I mean, we're good, I guess. If you have a footage of the show, put it in there so the fans of so the people who have not heard us, they'll see and maybe get intrigued to see us.
And probably YouTube will be all over. So
I hope so.
Footage. So thank you so much for being
Thank you for
here.
your time.
Of course, and you guys out there, just listen to Bloodywood. It's a damn good band from India, and I would say see you the next time. This was Lilo, Headbangers Lifestyle. See you, ciao!